Ever stood behind a roaring waterfall, close enough to feel the cool mist on your skin, yet dry enough to stay in your hiking boots? Imagine standing inside nature's secret passage, watching gallons of water crash down just inches away. Sounds unreal, right? Pack your things and grab your rain jacket. This isn't just another mountain hike. You're about to step behind some of the most magical waterfalls in North Carolina. North Carolina is famous for its scenic drives and mountain views. But what if you could take a road trip where every stop lets you walk behind a waterfall? No more just staring from afar. This adventure takes you inside the heartbeat of nature. Here's the twist. Most people don't realize these hidden gems even exist. They drive by, hike past, or scroll through without knowing the full experience. These aren't just waterfalls. They're walk-through wonders, rare, accessible, and absolutely unforgettable. Let the journey begin deep in the heart of Western North Carolina, where winding mountain roads lead to one of nature's most astonishing illusions, Dry Falls. Nestled along US 64 near Highlands, this 65-foot waterfall doesn't just plunge from a rock face with roaring grace. It dares you to step behind it. And here's the twist. Despite its powerful rush, you can actually walk behind the cascading water and remain surprisingly dry, thanks to a natural rock overhang that acts like a hidden tunnel carved by time. The suspense builds as you approach. The thundering sound grows louder, the air thickens with mist, and then suddenly you're inside the waterfall, watching sheets of water pour in front of you like a shimmering veil. It's not just a photo op. It's a rare and visceral encounter with raw geology and flowing force. Dry Falls doesn't just show you nature, it pulls you right into its pulse. A little farther north, nestled in the towering trees and mossy trails of Pisgah National Forest, lies a secret that hikers whisper about. Moore Cove Falls, a 50-foot veil of water that hides something far more enchanting than just a scenic drop. The journey there winds through a canopy of hardwoods and ferns, where every footstep draws you closer to the sound of cascading water. But this isn't just a waterfall you admire from a distance. It's one you enter. As you approach, the forest opens to reveal a thin sheet of water flowing gracefully over a broad rock ledge. Slip behind the curtain, and you'll find a shallow, cave-like alcove carved naturally into the cliff. The echo of falling water fills the air, and the cool mist clings to your skin like a secret the mountains want to keep. Few places let you stand inside a waterfall's embrace. Here, you're not just a visitor. You become part of the wilderness itself. Just when you think this road trip couldn't get more surreal, Bridal Falls emerges, an enchanting spectacle where water doesn't just fall beside you, it falls above you. Located along US Highway 64, near the dramatic cliffs of the Kulisaja Gorge in the Nantahala National Forest, this 45-foot cascade is one of the only waterfalls in the state that you can actually drive behind. Picture it. You round a quiet mountain curve, and there it is. Mist rising, sunlight dancing through the falling veil, and a narrow pull-off inviting you to steer your car directly behind the shimmering sheet of water. There's no long hike here, no exhausting climb. Just your vehicle, the open road, and the spellbinding moment of passing beneath nature's curtain. At the right time of day, with fog rolling off the gorge and birdsong echoing through the trees, it feels like a secret gateway to another world. Fleeting, magical, and utterly unforgettable. Deeper into the Blue Ridge, a trail leads you to Douglas Falls, a more remote and rugged destination. The unspoiled wilderness of the Big Ivy section of Pisgah National Forest. Hidden beneath a canopy of towering hemlocks and ancient hardwoods lies a trail that whispers of mystery and leads to one of North Carolina's most secluded gems, Douglas Falls. This 70-foot vertical drop plunges over a dark, weathered basalt cliff, its waters spilling like silver threads into a moss-covered basin below. The journey to reach it is not for the faint of heart. Rough root-laced trails wind through dense forest, cloaked in silence, save for the distant roar of water, drawing you onward. As you approach, the temperature drops and the air thickens with mist, until suddenly, through the trees, the waterfall reveals itself, tall, commanding, and hauntingly beautiful. You can step behind the falls into a natural cavern, surrounded by dripping stone and echoing water. And for a fleeting moment, it feels like you've stepped into another world, untamed, untouched, and absolutely unforgettable. From there, the path winds deeper into the forest, where the trail becomes quieter, the trees grow denser, and the air turns cool and damp. This is where you'll find Picklesheimer Rockhouse Falls, a little-known wonder buried in the heart of the Pisgah National Forest near Franklin, North Carolina. Unlike the more popular waterfalls, this one doesn't advertise itself. You have to know where to look. As you approach, the sound of water grows louder, echoing off stone and moss until you finally see it. A delicate sheet of water sliding over a massive, concave rock formation that resembles a natural amphitheater. But the real thrill comes when you step behind the cascade into a hidden stone chamber, cloaked in shadow and mist. It's not just a waterfall. It's a secret room carved by centuries of flowing water, untouched and echoing with nature's quiet voice. Few make it here. Even fewer forget it. Then comes Slick Rock Falls, seemingly modest at first glance. But don't be fooled by its size. Hidden deep within Pisgah National Forest, near the Pisgah Ranger District, this 30-foot cascade slips down a steep rock face, surrounded by thick rhododendron and towering hardwoods. The trail to reach it is just a short 0.2-mile walk from the parking area, making it incredibly accessible, yet somehow still hushed and forgotten, as if nature is guarding a secret. As you approach, the roar of water grows louder, echoing through the forest, until the falls emerge like a silver ribbon unraveling over stone. Here's the thrill. During low water flow, you can slip behind the veil, just close enough to feel the spray and hear every drop hitting stone. It's a moment suspended between serenity and awe. While it may not tower like others, Slick Rock Falls delivers an intimate encounter with nature's raw rhythm, unfiltered and unforgettable. And for those willing to venture just a little farther, Looking Glass Falls awaits, a hidden treasure that will leave you breathless. Though you can't technically walk behind it, its 60-foot cascade is no less mesmerizing. The falls plunge dramatically into a serene pool below, and what makes it so enchanting is its close roadside access, just steps away from the viewing platform. But the real magic happens during lower flow seasons. When the waters aren't as fierce, the base of the falls becomes a secret oasis where you can step closer to the curtain of water, feeling the mist on your skin, hearing the roar crescendo as you inch nearer. The power of the falls feels almost alive, as if it's daring you to get closer. You don't need to trek miles to find this beauty. Just take a short detour and let nature's force pull you in. Somewhere between the spray of Dry Falls and the mossy hush of Douglas, something changes. You stop watching nature and start being in it. That wall of water, it becomes a curtain between the everyday and the extraordinary. Behind it, it's just you and the rhythm of the earth. Maybe you didn't think North Carolina could surprise you, but now you know there are places where you're not just an observer, you're part of the scene. The only question now is, how many of these can you find? And which one will you go back to? If this sparked something in you, grab your map, lace up your boots, and start chasing the waterfalls you can walk behind. And hey, tag us when you do, because some views, they're just too good to keep to yourself.